What is going on, people? It's Professor Emoneyshoes back to you with another review. Just kidding. Just kidding. Happy Aloha Thursday, a bombastic Thursday, a throwback Thursday. Want to do this real quick while I'm on my lunch break. I don't know if this is going to be a review. I don't know if this is going to be a, investigation or comparison. Well, since I have on my glasses, let's do a investigation, because I said I wasn't gonna get this shoe, but I got this shoe because I'm just gonna see what it's like in hand. Most definitely will not probably be keeping this shoe, but as a sneaker YouTuber, you do have a right to reserve your judgment, but I think I'm gonna keep the same energy. So let's see what the results here, right? Oh, by the way, real quick, call outs again this week coming up, maybe 2:30, or actually 2:30, it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so stay tuned. We're going to be in the building this week with PMKICKZ, MCFLYKOF, and this is 313, checking us out on the HON.HI page. So like I said, I don't want to take too much time, got a lot to unpack in a short amount of time. All right, bam, y'all already see this. Size 10 personal pair. Shout out to Champs, caught these joints yesterday. You already seen them, Air Jordan 11 anniversary things, $220. Size 10 personal pair, PP. Got the puka, right? The puka, which means whole, not okole. Got the puka, right? And then you got your Jordan stuff under there. Most people like the presentation on the bar. Not bad, right? It opened like so. I don't know. It is what it is on that. Then you got your paper. The one good thing about it, then you got your anti-mold sticker right there. The paper. And of course you got it like this. So I don't think no other stickers or stuff like that in the box. So you got the transformer type opening of the box. So some people like it, some people don't. Hey, it is what it is, but we're gonna get into this review and see where we're gonna stand when it's over. So the first thing we're gonna look at right off the rip as we spin these boys around, they are clean. They are very clean. I will say that this was supposed to be the original sketch, right, of the Air Jordan Tinker Hatfield, right? But of course, they back in the day probably didn't have the technology, so the Jordans on the eyelets kept falling off. Now just think, how would this have been if these would have dropped instead of the ones we have now? Would they have done as well? Those are questions that we will never know, because if it was reversed and these dropped instead of those, that would be hard, just like the threes. In my opinion, just right off the rip, I like the non-Jordan on the eyelets versus the eyelets, just like the three, non-swoosh versus the swoosh. So let's get into it, right? Milky bottom. You already got to do that. Love that sound of the carbon fiber. You got your milky white bottom. You got your herringbone traction, right? Jumpman, as you can see, high cut patent leather, third row spacing, of course. Jordan, which is in leather, which is something a little different. Normally is in different, like a cloth type material. And you can see you got the factory lace, mesh, high cut patent leather, chromed out Jumpman, and you got a premium look of the 23 in the back on the butt. Got a little imperfections on the mud guard, right? Or the midsole, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, them things sticking out a little bit. You're like here, a little bit here and there. So, hey, it is what it is. But for the most part, on the consistency, pretty good. You can see around here where the cuts are pretty good, and you got a couple of peaks and stuff like that in the shoe. I don't know if you can see the peak. It's a peak right there and stuff like that. Now let's get into the investigation, right? Okay, now we got Exhibit A, Exhibit B, which most people think they look most similar to, Exhibit C, which are these joints. I gotta clean the bottom. And Exhibit D, which is the cap and gown. So which one of these, in your opinion, the D's look closer to resemblance? So like I said, on here, right, you got the materials minus the high cut. Both got milky. It ain't changed on me yet. I need to clean them up. But you can see the leather, the old rankle stankle versus the mesh, right? And then I just noted this kind of stands out more, right? But other than that, then on here, pretty much just a little bit different. But the main thing, and then you got the side, right, the red versus that. And that is pretty much it for that one. Okay, so you got Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Now you got Exhibit A and Exhibit C with these, both high cut patent leather. One got 45 on the back, one got 23, one is blue, one is metallic. None of them have the Jordan up the eyelets, but you get your widow's peaks, stuff like that. I gotta clean them up. Yes, I need to clean these up while I got them out, but you get the drip. You can see how warm because they actually have been unlaced. Now, so you got Exhibit A versus Exhibit B, Exhibit A versus C, and last but not least, these two, all right? So in the back, you got the 23, which is laid down. One is stitched in, the other one is like a chromed in, right? Both got high cut patent leather. One has a smoked out bottom. One has milky carbon fibers. Both are different. Tassel like laces, regular laces, stitched regular. Okay, so we can pretty much rule out these versus, I gotta clean these up, but you see got fingerprints all over. Well, we got some similarity right there. Chrome, blacked out chrome, cap and gown, chrome cap and gown. Okay, so you got some resemblance in here too. So with that being said, which of these shoes you think mostly resembles the Jubilee? This is the 25th anniversary Jubilee. So in my opinion, well, don't answer that. In my opinion, this is a dope clean shoe, but it's not needed in my opinion. So I probably won't be keeping these. No shape, fashion, or form. I sleep on it. I reserve to change my decision. After all, I'm a collector, right? So hey, it is what it is. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna keep that same energy because I got those, which pretty much is all of one of these, right? Between the three of those, I got these minus the Jordan up the eyelets. I just can't get past that part, right? I just don't like it. Other than that, it's a clean shoe, real basic, solid. Like I said, I got a pretty much an all black shoe with the cap and gown, so really don't need this. Even though I'm a Raider fan, which would be very, very dope, I don't think these are necessary. So for my verdict, for me, these aren't necessary. But I can totally understand if you don't have the cap and gown. I mean, not the cap and gown, like the cap and gown, 7210, Space Jam, a combination of those two out of the three, then it would be worth it unless you just really like collecting 11s. I just got to clean mine up. I don't get a chance to wear that often, so that would be my reason for probably not copying or keeping these shoes. So like I said, leave a comment suggestion below. Let me know what you think. There's actually a lot of these out there. You just got to do a little bit of work and you would have got the shoes. I was trying to tell some people, it's like, oh, it ain't gonna be that many of these shoes. Yes, it is. Whole family, even though money may be funny and running low, you got people just walking around the neighborhood to the mailbox, family of 5, everybody babies, cakeys, aunties, uncles, grandmas, everybody pretty much got this shoe if you wanted it. And right now, if you don't want to do that, just want to pay resale, it's not that bad. It's about $270. So there is plenty of opportunity to get these shoes. Don't be like when it was Concords. People didn't get it. They missed out. And they're going to slowly go up. So you can always get the shoe in the hand for the low. Later on, you decide you don't need it. You can always decide to sell it. So without further ado, other than that, thank y'all for watching my video. Welcome to everybody and the new subscribers. Check us out on Who Has the Heat. Much love. Be safe. Wear your mask. Peace.